This is Abel, and welcome to Satisfactory 10 by 10 Challenge, where we are building the space elevator, all 5 phases, on a 10 by 10 foundation, vertically. Currently we are at 216 meters tall. We did quite a bit yesterday on the last live stream, and I do live stream every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is morning, and I just woke up about an hour ago, so forgive me if I stumble here and there. So, what do we got going on? Let's see, we need to do the final conversion from our fuel to turbo fuel. So let's jump down. Okay, there's the turbo fuel. What we need to do, we got one refinery here making fuel, and it's making 100 fuel per minute, and we have another one over here making fuel, and that's making 100, so that's 200. That's going to go up to the 4 refineries, which are going to use 180 of that fuel, and then that right there is going to come down to, eventually, let's do photo mode. Okay, I'm down to here, where we've got all these set up. You notice there's only 4 of them running right now. This one here is going to be the regular fuels. All the other 8 are going to be turbo fuel. So, we're just about ready, but we got a couple things we need to do first. And I did, after yesterday, last episode, do a couple of checks here. I think I want this one right there. And then we're going to put, and I did some checks just to see how to place all this good stuff. Let's turn off the light. I can see what I'm doing. I want to get it. Let's get on top here. Yeah, right there. Right in the middle of this. Because we're going to come over and we're going to try to get it right into there. But we need to do a junction. It's one of the better ways to do it. Actually, let's jump down. That's too high. There we go. We're going to go ahead and zip this out temporarily. And one more. Okay. So, this is located right here. Just off to the center by 1. It is going to be, whoa, oh, I'm looking at it wrong, ha, right there, I believe, okay, which means we need one more wall support, right there. And the reason for that is if we got this right, let's go ahead and get rid of this. That should line up with that one. I don't know if it does. It kind of does. What do you think? Well, let's check. Let me grab a pipe. Here to there. Back up. Is that straight? That does not look straight. Why does that not look straight? I don't know. Am I just looking at it wrong? Should be straight. Okay. So if we come down here, and let's do one more right there. That just does not look straight to me for some reason. Am I just looking at this backwards? Photo mode. straight actually. Okay. So let's put one more here. That should be directly above that, right? And let's go get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now let's put it from here to there. Now we'll be able to see if it is indeed straight. Photo mode one more time. I have two rules that I go by. One, no clipping. Two, everything looks decent. Well, cool, no. It doesn't look all wiggly, waggly, crooked. No crookedness. Yeah, that's what we need. No crookedness. So what we need to do now is, well, and we'll be able to tell if I turn this there, that should line up there. Let's get rid of that floor hole. Now, if we did this right, that all that's needed is just to line that up. And we want straight mode here to there. How does that look? Looks good. Now we get rid of that and that. Okay. And we can get rid of this, this, and this. How does that look now? That looks oh so much better. So, we get rid of that too. So when the time comes, we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to run that up to there, and then throw in a pump. And we'll be able to do this one from here to there. So, if we look at photo mode, let's come out one more time. Always good to check. That's looking good, and that will connect right to there. Now we just need to do the other side, just to make sure. This time we want to do, whoops, grab the pipe. We want to make it horizontal to vertical. Remember I placed that down there. I don't think that's going to look good. Let's go from this side. Oh, that's even worse. Player's in the way. Ha! Did it go? No. See, I don't like that. So we need to move this. We just grab another one right there. Let's see. It's coming right here. Just down the center. And if we go 1, 2, that should do it. Now let's grab the pipe and try it. How does that look? Perfect. Perfect. So all we'll have to do here is go here to here. Get rid of all this. And then that one up there can go right down to there. From there, see it? I know it's barely there. But we do need to go ahead and put in a pump. Now I could use a Mark 1 pump because it's not that far. However, I just don't like the looks of them. They just don't look good to me. Don't ask me why, they don't. Alright, so where are we going to get power from though? That's the thing. Is our power on this side? Yes it is. We can just take it straight from there then. So if we click here, go down as far as we can, click there. I do want to turn it to there. And now we can take power from here to there. I'm happy with that. And if you notice, there's nothing going in. Because it's, well, we don't have it hooked up. So let's double check everything real quick before we go. Now we're going to have to throw in another one here because I do believe if we do this, well, that's the wrong way. Anyway, yeah, it just won't fit. If we did a Mark 1, same thing. Oh, it actually does fit. But that's only 20 meters. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're over, so we do need a Mark 2. But it's too big to go in there, so. And one last thing. I always forget this part. And I don't know because this is, ooh, you know what? That's sitting too low. I don't like that. Let's get rid of that. Let's try this one again. Except this time we're going to go up a little. H. Nope. We don't like that. Let's go up a little more. And flip it so it goes up. I believe there. We'll turn it so we can get the power. The reason why is because I do not like invalid pipe shape. See, that's what I was worried about. We just may have to do noodle here. So that's fine. Now let's get rid of that one. We'll grab that again. Horizontal to vertical. This way the pipe doesn't go halfway in there. And we'll take power to there. Much better. Have to remember that when we do the other part. So, are we ready? I don't know, but we're gonna give it a shot. And good morning, good morning. You know what? I'm gonna drink a coffee before we actually do the actual conversion. That's good stuff. Good stuff, Maynard. I haven't heard that in a while. I haven't used that in a while. Alright, so. First step, we got that. Let's just go ahead and start from over here. And before we get started, let's take a quick look. Come on. Outer power. I know. So we got 3850. Yes, it says 4150, but that is because I do have biomass burners. My batteries, storage charge 2000 megawatts, and it is completely stored. Alright, so let's get rid of that, and let's just, well, we're going to have to throw caution to the wind here and just go. And that goes out. Need straight mode, please. And boom, that should start. Hello, there we go. Yep, pump's going. Now it's coming over here, and it is actually going up there. So we're getting some up there already. We'll get rid of this, get rid of that. Let's grab this, and we want horizontal to vertical. And we want a pipeline pump. Turn the other way, thank you very much. Let's go right there and turn it to there. And there, now we should be pumping up there. Yes, and I hear it, that's good. But I do want to let's go that way. quite what I wanted, but that'll work. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Just kind of because I went so high up. I may be able to. Now we should be having all this come up here. Yes, full. Guess what? We're making turbo fuel. Turbo fuel is going down. We do need, because this is going to show, yep, we have some fluid there. That's good. Flow rate of 5. That's because these have not filled up completely yet. See, that's getting there. Not quite there. I'm hoping. I don't quite want to do this one yet, but what I do want to do is we're going to come all the way down to here. And we're going to take that out. We're going to add, hello, to there. And this one we're going to take out the power charge because we only need 20. Right now there's nothing. Okay, and we need to run all the way around. Here we go. Are we going to make it? I don't know. See, we had that coming down to there. Oh, that's, but we don't need that, but we do need that to there. Let's go ahead and color these things. These are now going to be turbo fuel. And we should be getting turbo fuel down from here. Nothing. Uh-oh. Why are we not getting anything? Don't need that anymore. Okay, those are going. Compact coal's going. Oh, come on. Okay, we're getting the fuel to go up. Okay, the turbo fuel is not coming out. Why is it not coming out? I have no fuel. I have no fuel. Why do I not have any fuel? I'm showing I have 50. But nothing's coming out. I have power. I am thoroughly confused. Nothing coming out. Nothing coming out. Nothing coming out. It's not even got any in it. What the hell's going on here? I've got the fuel. I've got that. That's full. That's full. There's no flow rate. Nothing's going on here. What's making a noise? I mean, I've got compacted coal going in. This one I don't need anymore, by the way. So, okay, things are going to start backing up if I don't figure this out real quick. But I can get some of it going by grabbing that. Nope, that's a power line. And pipe. Horizontal to vertical. This gotta go to there. Okay, that's moving, that's grooving. Why am I not getting turbo fuel? This just confuses me. Nothing's coming out. At all. Why is that? Somebody tell me that. At least I should have something here. Get rid of those. I hear noise. Nothing. See what happens if we do that. Is we do need to start getting some fuel going. Let's get rid of all this for right now. Still nothing. Okay. Let's take that out. And we'll go from there. And did we go all the way? Too long. Something's not right. Okay, let's get rid of that. And I think we got to go all the way to there. That may have been the problem. Go back up. Come on, all the way up. Come on. We're getting there. Horizontal to vertical, and we want to go all the way to the here. And nothing. Oh my God, what is going on? This is time you want to actually just start crying. Whoop, whoop. Nothing. I'm not quite sure what I did wrong. Oh my God. We are going to crash. We're going to crash hard shortly. Have a little time because of the batteries. Oh, that hurt. But this is all going to back up the refineries down below. Just not getting anything here. Why am I not getting anything? Or the pipeline junction's screwed? Nothing. Okay, I should be getting stuff out of here. Let's just do a temporary. There's the fuel. Holy crap. For some reason. We got fuel now. Ah. Okay. So let's just get rid of all this. Because I don't know. We'll have to get rid of that too. We'll place these junctions back here again. We'll do this step by step. We have fuel. We have fuel. I don't know. Just, I'm baffled. I have no idea. For some reason, nothing was working. We have fuel. Okay, one more here. Yes, I have fuel. And how are we doing on power? What do we got? Is that 8 hours? Ah, we're cool. All this worrying about, ha, that's what I love about this. So now we can come down here. To here. Cannot connect pipeline. Networks contains different fluids. Ah. Okay, so. Alright, let's just flush this. Okay. That should have flushed the entire network. That's the problem. And it's the part that I did not expect. Now let's see if we can connect it now. Well, that was the problem. You can't connect it when it's got other fluid. There we go. Guess what? I hear noise. I hear good noise. Yes, we've got power. We got power. Look at that go. All right, we're getting back up there. Oh, look at that sweet, beautiful power. We don't have power here yet. I wonder because we're going back up. Do I need to do another pump? Nope, I'm getting the fluid. Nothing there. Still nothing. Maybe it just needs some time. Am I getting any power over there? I'm getting some fluid. Oh, they're starting to come. It's starting. Oh, look at there. Yeah, it is. It's working. Just needed some time. That's all. That and that little part of just did not realize. Oh, look at there. I do believe they're all running now. Let's give it a minute. Let's see if it'll settle out. Not only will the power settle out here, and yes, it's loud. So we're going to go where it's not so loud. Oh, that is a beautiful sight. Perfect, 6600. Remember what we had before, 3850? So, $6,600 minus $3,850, $2,750. Oh, that is a beautiful sight to behold. I think we want to go down here, in between. Nope, that's where that is. Let's try here. We need to go to where I've got the motors at. And not here. Ha. Is it 3? Yep, there we go. And I did this earlier. I'm not happy with it. I'm thinking about it. I may need to pop this up a 1. Let's see what happens. If we want a merger there. Merger. Oh, yeah, it goes that way. See, the problem is, for some reason, I can either go there or I can go there. Let's do it that side. That way we're not. And I can't hold. See? And I really needed to come down about a half, but it does not want to do that. So I'm wondering if I take that out. See, it's still not quite there. So I needed to come like a half a thing down. So I wonder if I take that out and we'll put that there. Nope. It's just going to do the same thing every time. Alright. Well, we'll just go with that. Two. Not sure I really like that, but I don't think I got much choice. Alright, so, motors. Now, from here, we're going to do, we need to figure out the motors in rubber to go up to make the modular frames. Oh yeah, by the way, let's do that. I'm a little discombobulated right now. Okay, we need to make modular engines. So, we're going to have those engines. Now, we can't put it here because the manufacturers just got to put manufacturers there. They won't fit there. They are too tall. So, that's not going to work. So, we're going to have to go all the way up. And I mean all the way up. All the way up to here. That's quite a ways. Question is, how do I want to do that? I'm thinking, because I already got enough stuff over here, why don't we bring it over here? Yeah, let's do that. So we just need a Mark 1. And if we go there, that's going to be right in line with that. And I don't quite like that. We could go that way. I mean, we don't have a whole lot. Bring that down. Let's go that way. Okay. Then from here, which is right on the line, reverse that. Now, this is a smart splitter. Oh, it's loud here, isn't it? That's because the stuff down there or up above is just really loud. So, right now we got overflow going this way. That makes no sense. Why is overflow going this way and any that way? This should be overflow. This should be any. And this, we're going to go to any. So what will happen, it'll split between here and here. If this is full, everything's going to go this way. I'm fine with that. We start using them, they'll split. I'm making 5 per minute. I only need 1. Alright, and right now we'll have nothing going this way until this fills up completely. And I'm happy with that. So, now let's go up to our floor that we're going to be actually building at, and I believe that's stop 200. Good time for a coffee break. But it might be a little quieter up here, thankfully. Though you know what? Let's go down one. I forgot. I do want to check on this. 100%. Oh, that's what I like to see. Let me jump up here for a second. Because... is it here? You know what? We don't have to go all the way up there. That right there is plenty, I believe. Yes, it is. Ha! I just forgot to put in this floor. So let's put in this floor. That's 4 of the 4-meter foundations in height. Yes. So we don't want that one there. Come on, 7. Yeah. Probably need more. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I went a little far on that one. There we go. Now, we should be able to do a manufacturer missing modular frames. Wow. Really? Am I missing modular frames? Are you kidding me? Let's just get this built over here real quick. Now, I really don't want to build on this side over here because I think I'm going to be putting more refineries over here later on. We do need to make modular frames. Boy, did I screw the pooch on that, huh? Oh, I can make heavy modular frames, but I don't want that. I want modular frames. So we get to do this. Or I could just go buy some with tickets. That's what the tickets are for, right? Yeah, no, we only need 20 of these total, so let's just craft a few up. We need to do more, I'll buy more. And always a good time to grab some coffee. In fact, I am going to jump up. I'll be right back while this is doing this. I'm going to go and refill my coffee real quick. Make sure that it's brewed. Hopefully it's brewed by now. But I will be right back. Holy moly, we made a bunch here, didn't we? Wow, I'm back. That's enough of that. Alright, while I was gone getting some coffee and all these things, I started thinking about this. Because on this next floor down here, I do plan on putting some more refineries over here. I believe I can fit them in. Yeah, I can fit those in no problem, like there. And I can do 6 of them across. That is what I'm going to use for the aluminum production, because we do need to do refineries for that. Logistically, getting water up here is going to be a nightmare. And that's what I may work on this next week. I'm going to bring water up from here all the way over and up. Way up. So, I kind of don't like having this one here. But we do need to go in. I am going to leave this floor here, because I'm going to put some more refineries, and then I can use whatever space in between. But let's go ahead and put in the floor stop. This way, please. And let's go ahead and go on up one more. Where's the elevator at? There it is. At stop 200. This is where we're going to put in our manufacturers. Now I'm going to have the motors coming up here, and I'll probably have the rubber coming up here. So, but first let's see what else. We got two. I think we'll just go ahead and put this all the way over. I do want to back it up just not that way, that way. Well, there we go. Back over again. Let's go back one more, right at the halfway mark. Okay, so we are going to do modular engines. We need motors, rubber, smart plating. I'm only making, well, how much smart plating am I making per minute? You know, I don't remember. And that's way down there at building materials number 2. So let's take an elevator ride down to building material 2. Or 1. It may have been 1. I know it's a long ways down. And it's a long ways to the top. And everything's now been running for a little bit. Power's been running. So let's take a look at our power. Oh my gosh, look at that. Perfect. Everything is bam, and I'm using almost everything. That is awesome. So is this where I have my smart plating? Nope, that's steel. Gotta be the bottom, next one down. Yep. That's my rotors. Here's my smart plating. I'm getting 2 per minute. Oh, cool. I thought I was only getting 1. I read that wrong. I read that as 1, and it's actually I'm getting 2 per minute. So that is excellent news. So let's go on back up. Can we squeeze through there? Yep. Elevator should be right there, so. And let's go back up to stop 200. So somehow I got to get that smart plating all the way up. That's going to be fun. We are going to have some of the longest conveyor lifts that you've ever seen before this is all over. So, 2 smart plating per minute. I'm going to get 1 modular engine per minute. That's cool. 15 rubber. Oh, I'm making 200. 2 motors. I'm making 5. So we got enough to spare. All right. So let's do the smart plating here. And I want to go all the way up. Flip it around to there. This is right on the edge of this one. So let's just go ahead and put this all the way to here. Reverse that, go all the way up. And we'll do a belt all the way to there. Except, you know what? Why am I off? I'm off. Why am I off? Oh, this goes all the way to the edge. Right to there. All the way back up to there. That is only going to go, that's good. There. Right? Okay. smart plating. And I don't know why I did it there. Can I get another one here? Actually, I could, but that should. Alright, one more time. We'll get this eventually right. I'm going to bring this all the way back to here. All the way back up to there. I don't know if that actually fit or not. I'm just going to redo it anyway. To there. Okay. Now, let's do photo mode just to make sure. Back up. Make sure that we're not going to hit anything all the way down. And oh my gosh, are we going all the way down? See, I knew I had pipes here sticking out, so I knew I had to come out for that. We're coming all the way down to here. Wow. Okay. So, nope, that's not even, we're coming down to here. Yep, so that just needs to be moved over. Though we could have just done it here and gone all the way up in the center. Let's see how that looks. We actually have a conveyor lift there. You know what? I kind of like that better. The center of that one, right? Not quite the center. Because that's off just a tad. Just to the right. Yeah, let's do that. That just looks better. So we would need, wow, never seen that happen before. We would need it right here. Yep, turn it. So that would go away, that would go away, that would go away. So the question is, you know what? That was too high. Let's try that again. So if we come just as far as we can this way. Actually, let's bring it back to here. And then to there. Or do we want to go from here to there? That looks kind of goofy. But I kind of like that better. Why? Because it keeps it over the machine. So that's going to be the smart plating. Now the fun part. Yay, this is going to be so fun. Do we have a ladder all the way up here? Yes, we do. So let's just drop down. To our smart plating. Take that one off. Take that off. Take that off. And we're going to flip that around. Make it a 1. We're going to click, hold, and go that way. And let's just hit hold, jump off, and we're going to climb the ladder all the way up. The worst part about this challenge, it is a lot of up and down, up and down. And it's just going to get worse. That's going to be the bad part. So we're going from, okay, so we don't want to go to there. We want to actually go down one to here and take it off hold and bam, right there. And we'll just go ahead and put in these all the way down. Nudge it in. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Nudge, hold nudge, drop down. Oh, we already got one here and it's loud. Generators are loud. I don't know how many more we got to go, but it's always. Yeah, you better believe we're going to go back and do photo mode on this just to see how long this ridiculous conveyor lift is. There we go. We finally made it. And now we should have a bunch coming out, and they're going to be going all the way up. Wow, that's going up a long ways, isn't it? Photo mode, decouple. I don't even know if I can see the whole lift. From there, all the way up to there. Wow. That's ridiculous, huh? And we don't have, do we have smart plating coming up? Yep, here they come. Okay, so this is how you get a whole lot of extra height with the liquid biofuel. It's called feathering, just rapidly hitting your space bar or whatever. Almost out, so let's take a quick break. There we go. And that should be coming in over here. All right. Let's go ahead and do our power up real quick because I don't want to forget that. These. That's a little. Let's go half right there. Oh, perfect. Yeah. I like that. Okay, so over here, we're going to put the power switch. Nudge it down. Over, we need to go half in. And I kind of want to go that way, half. What do you think? Nah, let's go there. Okay. So, a couple things we need to do is one, take out that because I want to take out this side of this. Because you don't really need it when we do it to the elevator here. We do need it from that side, but not this side. Now we have power. I have no idea what floor this is going to be. So We do need to run power all the way over there. Now, running it right now the way it is, it's going to not look good. So, we're just going to run a temporary over to here and to there. Now we have power. We have no power. Why do we not have power? I should have power. I know why. Because I gotta turn on the switch. Let's turn on the switch. We have power. Yes. So, now we need motors and rubber. Now, the motors, let's see which one we want to use. Wow, how far down is this? Another long one. Oh, we're going over that side. Why, I don't know. Okay. So if we're going over that side in the middle, let's keep going up. That's not good, because this is going to be in the way. So that is not a good one. We may move this over. In fact, I think I do want to move it over. I want to move it over to, well, let's just get here. Do I want to move to here or here? So I got to do rubber. So let's just move it to here. Okay? Bam. Okay, and we'll do the rubber right here. Now we just have to route this. So this one, we've got this already. It's right there. Right? Right on the edge. And back one. Okay, got it. Oof. It's going to be right here. Oh, it's not going to work because this is in the way. So we're going to have to come all the way out, or at least half. I think all the way out because of that valve. And that's the same with that one too. So get rid of these. Like I said, this is somewhat of a logistical nightmare. Let's move it all the way out. And the same with this one. Okay. Oh. Okay. Much better. Where are my motors? There they are. So we want it right to here. Let's just go ahead and do this one here first. Nope, I need a 5. Gonna be a Mark 1. I'm gonna hold that just for a second, make sure everything looks good. Yes, it does. And it's gonna go all the way up. hold, and ladder time. Ooh, that's close. Well, I could. Just use a jetpack to go all the way up, but yeah, why? Right? This one? Nope. This one? Yep. Run over here. Take it off a hold. Flip that around. Bingo. It's going up. We'll just have to reroute again. Now we do need to find out where the rubber's at. So as we go down putting these in, we'll be looking for a rubber. I don't see it yet. Actually, there it is right there. And it's going to be, I don't know. I did not check. I did not look. Aha, let's go down one more. To here. This is where I think we're going to take our rubber. We're going to use a smart splitter. And yes, this is going to do some weird stuff again. Nope, let me get a smart splitter. If we do that, oh, see, it either goes that way or that way. Let's go this way. It's going to screw things up here a little bit, I think, but not as much. Now, this is the part that I always, we're going to do this at overflow. I think this is going to be any here. Yes. Okay, but we do not want that as any because we don't want plastic. We don't want motors. We don't want anything else. So we are going to put this to rubber. All right. Like I said, this is the part that I don't quite like because of this. It just does some weird stuff here. All right. So for here, where? Yes, I forgot. So we got to go back up again. And oh my gosh. Well, okay, so this one is, it's right on the edge, right on the, just to the right of the center. So that means we're going to be putting it right here, I believe. And we only need a mark one. Yes. Right. Let's hold that. One more. Okay, take it off hold. What happened? There we go. Boom. Okay, so let's drop down. Yes, I should have done the floor holes as I was going down, but I didn't. That's all right. And we should see only rubber coming this way. Yes, I like that. And it's only at 60, even though that's 120, so most of the rubber's still going down, which is a good thing. Now, let's go hook up. Finish hooking up. And, oh, did I screw this one up or what? Yes, I did. Son of a gun. Ah! Such is life, yep. Because I want this to be that way. Take that out. And take that out because there's not going anything really. There we go. So now we have to redo this one. But a lot easier now. Except we have to run all the way up again. And once we get this hooked up, we should start making modular engines. And then we can start, we'll send them from the manufacturer to the space elevator. And yay, we are done with that section. Okay, actually we need to go down one. We got rubber going, we got engines going. Hopefully, let's double check. Do we have engines coming? Yep, there they are. Slowly but surely, they're getting up there. The rubber's going. The rubber's almost there. The engines are coming. So, this should, see, we're already getting all the rubber. We got a bunch of smart plating. So we're going to be getting modular engines any second now. And what we're going to do is go ahead and do the output there. And we'll bring it that way. And we'll put floor hole here. Right? Did I get it right? Yep. There we go. And these, of course, are all temporary. Yeah. And over to there, except that goes clips. I don't like that. So let's do it from here to here. And very shortly, we should be getting modular engines. Are we getting the engines in here yet? Yep, there they go. And we are constructing our very first modular engine. One per minute. We got to do 500 of them. So should be coming up any second now. Let's wait for that. It's always momentous on the very first one. And it's a good time to have some coffee. Almost there. Wow, one per minute takes a full 60 seconds. Almost there. Making a lot of noise. How are we doing on power now? Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And look, there it is, our first modular engine. She's a beauty. Let's go on up. And I want to see this sucker go in. That means we will have 2/3 of our way going, and look at there, we're almost done with the virtual framework. 2,500 seems like a lot, but there's a lot of stuff to do. That's why I was like, yeah, no problem. We'll stick it in there. The ADC's not that hard, but we do need a few things. we're going to work backwards. There we go. The first modular engine. I love it. So now 1 per minute, 500 minutes. That's 6 hours. That's going to take a little bit. We could summer sloop it. Get it in there quicker. If it looks like we need to, we will. But right now, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So, next one. We also want, or we need, and I'm going to go ahead and place another manufacturer down here. And I'm going to place it this way. And let's see. I'm going to kind of put it there. Maybe back one more. How about one more? Nope, let's go right there. Okay, this is your adaptive controller, ACU. We need automated wiring. Oh, we have automated wiring. We need circuit boards, and we're not making circuit boards, so we're going to have to make some. We need heavy modular frames, which we're not making those. And we need computers. Now the computers, the heavy modular frames, if we make some extra of those, that would be a good thing. Okay? So, and to make the heavy modular frames, let's just throw that out here. And let's select the recipe, heavy modular frames. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, and screws. So no, you know what? Let's throw the man, because I do believe there's a alternate recipe we want to use. Nope, that's not it. How about heavy? Nope. Don't tell me I don't have it. I do know I need that. Or no, I don't. Because we have encased beams. That's an alternate, but we're not going to use that. No, not that. I didn't use that. That probably would have been a good thing, but no, not enough room. Okay, where is heavy encased? Okay, so we got heavy flexible frame. It's modular frames. Case industrial beams, rubber, which we have plenty of. We have plenty of that. We have to make screws, so we might do that because we need 5 modular frames. Ooh, that's a lot. Just to get one, that's not good. Here we'll need 8, which is just 3 more, but we're going to triple. So I think we're going to go with this one, the heavy encased frame, just because it gives you much, much more. All right, a little bit more encased beams. We're going to use steel pipe, and we're going to use concrete, which we do have plenty of concrete right now. We're making 30, 45, somewhere along the lines, and we're not using a whole lot because we're not building big, huge factories, right? So, do we really need a whole bunch of concrete going into the dimensional depot? Normally in Satisfactory, yes, you would. In this one, because we're building straight up, we're not actually building a whole lot of foundations. So this would actually be an awesome thing to use. So we're going to definitely use this recipe. That means we need modular frames and case industrial beams. So 9.375 per minute. Oh my God, I hate these numbers. Let's just do this to 3. Well, we'll have to do that. Much better. 8, 10, 36, 22. Why they give you these weird numbers, I don't know. It's probably because of the time factor. 64 seconds, really? So we'll just up it just a little bit just to make it better. Okay? So, modular, okay, the modular, now the other thing is, I said we needed 4 of these total. So let's put down one more, because we do want to look at this. And we need it for the computers. Okay, so this is going to take circuit boards, cable, and plastic. Let's see, do we have alternates? Computer. We have a crystal computer, which that's not bad. That takes circuit boards, crystal oscillators, which take reinforced iron plate, cable, and quartz crystal. And I have a bunch of quartz crystal that I'm not using. Or we could go with these, which is a rubber, deuterium. I've got plenty of deuterium. A little bit of rubber. I'm making a lot of rubber, and that makes it a little bit faster. Does take a little bit more circuit boards. I like this one. We may just use this one. You know what? Why not? We might re-roll just a dose. This one, though, is an assembler, though. Choices. But this one does not quite. It gives you two. It's done quicker. Gets rid of the plastic. I don't know. How about, you know what? Hang on just a second. Let me take a look at one thing. I gotta look at my notes. I know I was figuring out one or the other, but I don't know. I don't remember which one. Oh, good God. Yes, that's because I'm not a pro. I never claimed to be a pro. So, let me take a quick look. What did I decide to do? Yeah, we're going to make that's what we're going to do. Well, we need an assembler for the computers because we are going to do the crystal one. But we do need a manufacturer for the crystal oscillators. That's what we were going to do. And we're going to make the other alternate recipe that we're going to use is, let's take a look at that one. Let's go back to this computer. Did I say we're doing that one? Or no, we're doing this one. Okay. And I do want to use, no, silicone circuit board. I do want to use this one. Copper sheets, silica, which I have plenty. Bam. So, and then the crystal oscillator. That's our last one. Fuse, no, that's fused quartz crystal. That's not it. Do I already have insulated crystal oscillator? No, that's because that's using an AI, and I don't want that. What was I using? I don't remember. Oh, no, we were just doing a regular crystal oscillator. Huh. Okay. So this is our other manufacturer. We're going to do the crystal oscillator. Cable, reinforced iron plates, quartz crystals, 107, that's not good. Let's see, let's just do, is it one? I don't remember. Yes, that's all we need is just one. Why? Because we're not going to make a whole lot of computers. We may bump this up. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. I'm debating it. I really am. So, alright, first things first. Let's go ahead. How do we want to do this? So if we're doing circuit boards, and I'm going to need circuit boards for the crystal computers and the adaptive control unit. The numbers are just killing me here. So this is a crystal oscillator. We may leave that there. Alright, so we need 5 circuit boards per minute. And on this one we need 4 circuit boards, so or 10 per minute. Wow, that's to make 2.5. You know what? I kind of like the idea of making. Well, we don't need. I like the idea of making 3. Okay. Wait, this is not the right recipe. What am I doing? No, this one is the crystal oscillator, which, back to that. Okay, we'll get back to that. Let's throw down an assembler. Sometimes it's confusing, yes. This is there, that's the one we want. Okay, so we need 5 here and 1.667, right. And we need 5 here, so we need 10 circuit boards per minute. If we do the circuit boards in the assembler, the silicone one, that gives us 12.5. We only need, what, 10? $22 and 22, perfect. That gives us 10. That's all we really need. So that'll give us 5 for here and 5 for here. Along with the crystal oscillators, we need 1.667, which that is not enough. So let's say we make 2 of these, because actually having crystal oscillators is not a bad thing. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we can do that. We'll have just a little bit extra. That'll go into a dimensional depot. That means 0.3333 per minute, so 1 every 3 minutes. Not a bad thing. But we do need the crystal oscillators. What do we need them for? We need them for sines. Yes. Okay, so this is how we work everything backwards from here. Alright, so that will give us enough of that. What else we got? Heavy models, computers, 2 per minute. So what are we making here? That's circuit boards, right? This is the computers. We're going to get 3.3333 a minute. Plenty. I'm happy with that. Alright, that gives me a little bit of extra. I don't really need computers. If we wanted to drop this down to 2, we could. And then that means we only need 8 circuit boards and 1 crystal oscillator per minute. And that's not a bad thing right there. But if we do make a little extra, which is not bad, go back up to 100, and we have a little extra, which is 1 and 1/3. That way we can use that, because we are going to need computers again for some other stuff. I know we are. Do I really want to do this, or I don't know. We'll go with that. What the hell. So, this is the game plan now, I think. So, at circuit boards, computers, got those. We got the automated wiring, that's going to be fine. Then we just need to do that. But let's go back. We got the circuit boards. Are we getting them? Yep. We're going to get 10 per minute with 1 of these. That's all we need. Holy moly. Silicone and copper sheets. Where are we going to put this? It'd be nice to have them down up close, but we also want... We've got a lot of extra space here that we have not used. This whole floor, that whole floor, part of this floor, which is, might not be bad. That's actually the floor I think we want, is this one. which is producing our versatile framework right now, I believe, right? Know what that is? Yes, that's the versatile framework. So let's just drop down to here. Let's get set up for our circuit boards. We'll go ahead and get them going. And we're going to need 22 copper sheet, 22 silica. Drop, 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 drop. Ooh, don't go too far. And that's all we need. Now, the copper sheets are over here somewhere. Silica's going to be over here. But it really doesn't matter because I can take it straight from the Home Depot area. But we kind of want to use space here for other stuff. Let's drop down again and see. Okay, yeah, we can't, there's no room for it there. There's no room for it there. But the copper sheets, that's really what I need to find out. How many copper sheets am I making per minute? Because, quite honestly, I've forgotten. So that's building materials number 2. So let's drop down there. Right here. Okay, we are making 5 and 10. Guess what? We're not making enough copper sheets to do this. So, we're going to have to, and this sucks. Let's go ahead and go up to here. We're going to have to make, can we put a smelter in here? Yeah, we can. We're going to have to make some more. We're going to have to get some more copper. And we're going to have to smelt some, make some more copper sheets. And you know what? We can do all that right up here. The copper I've got coming right there. And I can bring it on over to here. Throw in a smelter right here. Okay, we throw a smelter in there. Make this for copper ingots. 30 and 30. Gotta watch those holes. And then we do a constructor somewhere. Ew, might be a little goofy. Let's just see what it looks like. And make that copper sheets. And if we're getting 30, and that should be 15. Wow. That's not going to be enough, is it? So we're going to need to bump this up to 60 and do 2 of these. But I don't know if I can get one here. Ah, I can. We could do that. And then put this somehow. Can we fit that in there? No, we can't. We still need to fit it over here somewhere. Okay. So that's copper sheet. I'm going to get in 60. So if we do this, and let's just take, oh, that's only 50 copper ingots per minute, and I get 25. Or, if we drop this to 22, that's all we really need is the 22, yes. And we were all about efficiency. This way I don't have to sink any extra. I need 44 copper ingots per minute. Can we throw in these? 44. We only need 1 power shard. Means we need quarter. Oh, we can do this. That'll work. Get rid of that, or put that there, and then route all the way to there. Not a bad idea. I kind of like that. using the space properly, efficiently. Oh yeah. And we'll bring it all the way back to, just make it even right there. I think I like that. Get rid of this. We'll put something there later on. And then we'll route this to there, maybe. Except that clips in there, so this needs to move over and in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Okay, constructor. Well, we can do that. Oh, that looks good, actually. We have room to walk, barely, but we do have room to walk. I am liking that. Is it an elegant solution? Yeah, could be. Okay, so we need 44 copper ore to come here, and this is going to be this, and our output is going to be 22. I need power shards. 22. Okay, we need 3 power shards. 22. There we go. 220. Duh. Okay. That works for me. Let's put in some power. Power's right here, so. Now the big question is the copper ore. We can do one of two things here. Okay? And that is, let's go ahead and put this one in. Ooh, not sure about this. Let's see how this looks. Kind of in there. If I go out there, then it's popping out, and I really don't like that. I'm not sure I'm going to like it anyway, so we'll see. Take that out. And this one. And I need, well, we have it here. Where's that going to? Oh. Oh, that's going all the way to there for some dumb reason. And then over to there. Huh. So if we take this over to, that's full. Really? Yep, no connections. Let's take that off. Put it to there, and there to, I don't know where. To there. I'm not quite happy with that, to be honest. Maybe. Oh, no, not bad. I like that. I like that. Covers it. This has power now? Yes. So we're set on that. Does this have power? I saw red. Yeah, why is this no power? Let's take it from here then. Now it has power. Okay, so now here is the dilemma. Not dilemma, but here is the thing. We can take from there, boost that up by 44, right? But if we scan for copper ore, guess what? We got something right there. And that is an impure node. I'm thinking take that, bring it up over this way to here, right? Let's look at the camera. This just gets more and more complicated as we go. So far, everything's looking good. I can bring it right in here. Might mess with these stairs, but I'm not worried about that. Yes, I like that. As long as we bring it all the way back to here. Wait, no, that's right. Did I do this one wrong? Yeah, I did this one wrong. Ha. There we go. How many times can you put in a conveyor lift backwards? Well, a lot. So let's go ahead and get this copper going. That way we got our copper sheets. Yay. Okay, so if we want that to come right to there, the question is how high do we want it to go? Or we can just put it right on here. You know what, that may not be a bad idea. Just go boom, boom, put it right on top of that. Okay, and that means we do this. Let's look where we're going. Right there. I believe. And we go from there. If we go all the way back to there, and now we get rid of that, and that, and we go from here to there. I am liking that. Here to there. Throw another one of these up. Simple, elegant solution. Yes? Zoop this over. That's going to be too high, so, but I don't, you know what, really, well, I do. I'm going to put that there. And now this, yeah. Make these a 2. I like that. And we'll put a minor mark 2 in here, just because. Missing portable miners. Oh my god. Really? Really? Okay, equipment workshop, because I don't want to go all the way to the top to make some portable miners. I thought I had a bunch of these. I did at one point. I guess I just used them all. Yeah, let's just make some extras here, because I think we're probably going to need it. Oh, we're running low on hard drives. Okay. Now, let's put our miner in here. Probably only need a Mark 1. But I'm going to go ahead and put a Mark 2, just in case. Yeah. That way we don't have to use power surge. We only need 44 per minute. That's all we're going to do. Alright, so what we need to do is figure out where exactly we're going to go with this. Why are you doing this to me? So if I put, and this is just mostly to kind of line up to here. Now let's go over one, or half of one. There we go. I think that order. So what I will need is to quit drifting like that. Not a lot of room. See, this doesn't even go all the way. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Okay, so what we want to do is Mark 1, reverse it, there. Nope, let's do default. Yeah, look straighter. So boom, this will come up to there. And we can now get rid of this and this. And that still looks scoopy as hell, but it's better than it was. There we go. So power. Well, we have power. It's on this side. So we'll put it over on this side. And then we'll bring this down. Let's bring it down to there. And to there. So, 44 is going to come up. And if we did it right, it should already start making the copper sheets. 22 copper sheets, which is all we need. Let's wait for it. I believe, actually, I'm running out of, okay. Oh, you know what? I may not like this. Oh, it's not clipping. So close. Good. We're good. And if later on we need, if we do need a little bit more copper, we can up the production on this one and split it. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and do a lot of this on a lot of them. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, so, yep, this is all set. All we're waiting on is that. And then we'll do the copper sheets. Whoa. Only other thing we need to do is, why don't we go ahead and do an assembler right here. We're going to flip it. Where? We go back. there, because that way we can fit another one, maybe, if we need it. I mean, we can go all the way back to here. That's pretty good. But we can't go but to there, because we're going to have to go there to there. Let's do that. Okay, this is going to be our silicone circuit board. So we need the copper sheets. This was 10 per minute. Yes. Remember, we're going to be making 22 copper sheet. Yep. So, and I'm not quite sure that's going to work, but we'll try that. Make that a straight mode. And then the silica will bring from over here. Right to here. And we need 22, right? So, reverse that. How about default mode? There we go. Okay. And let's go ahead and throw in some power. Down half over. Works for me. And now this one we're going to get all the way from down here. And I do not remember exactly where I put it. Yeah, right on the center. Basically right here, I think. We're going to have to double check that. I can't see it. Yep, nope, all the way back on the center. Right there. That should be the same as that. Good. Okay, so silica. Where is our silica? There it is. I'm getting 75 per minute. That's a lot. And it's going that way. Should be. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on. And no, we're not going to turn that on. So we don't need, well, actually, might as well turn this on too. Yes? Okay. So what I'm going to need, and if I take that one, I'm still not sure that's exactly right, but we're going to try it. And we do a mark 1. Actually, we may need to bring that down because we've got to somehow get this silica. If we take this off, you know what? Let's do that. Let's take that off. Let's take that off. Let's put in another one and kind of like having it that way, because we're going to put in a smart splitter. And that's going to go to there. Somehow I'm going to get out of here. And what we're going to do is drop this down. And one, two, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There, maybe. And that would right way. One, two, three, four. And I'm not sure this is going to work here, but we're going to try it. Yeah, that's going to clip badly. That's going to clip badly. That's why I'm not real happy about this. So, let's do it this way. Go to logistics, ceiling mount. Okay, and now we can go to there. Make that default. Voila. Okay, right now this is not going anywhere. Okay, so we need this to go to any. Yes? There it goes. This to go to overflow. And it doesn't really matter on that one because, oh wait, why are we getting, oh, because we're getting 75 per minute, so yeah, 15 is going to go that way, period, at very minimum. Taking 20, yeah, we only need a Mark 1, that'll work. So now the hard part is, did we get the next one correct? Okay. Click. I should be able to see this. Okay, so there goes silica. Feather our way all the way up. If we did this right, we should be producing silicon boards right now, which is awesome. I need to get a little bit of refill. There we go. Right. Nope, we were there. That's the smart plating. Here come the silica. There's the copper sheeting. But we did not get power. So let's get power from here to here. All right, we got the copper sheets going in. We should soon have these, and we'll be getting circuit boards. Boom, boom, boom. Guess what? We're getting circuit boards. There they go. Okay, so this is going to have to go out. But we are out of time, so we're going to have to do this next week. Next week, we are going to finish setting up for the adaptive control unit and get it going into the space elevator. If you like the content, subscribe, hit the like button, comment, all that good stuff, and yep, there we go. Playing 2 hours. Perfect timing. Okay? I stream every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This kind of gives the people over in Europe a chance to have at least a decent hour to watch if they want to. Thanks for joining me. This will be on my playlist, Satisfactory 10x10 Challenge. You can rewatch whatever you want, and make fun of me all you want in the comments. I don't mind. But I think we got a lot done. We got, actually, yeah, we're halfway through the phase 3 parts. We do have the modular engines going. That's looking good. Shall we look at our power one more time? Yes. And this is pretty steady. Right now it's a little up because we're still kind of settling out, but 6,600, we're only consuming max 2,800. So that leaves us with like almost 3,000, not quite, 2,800 more. So, no, more than that. I don't know, my math's off. So, enjoy. Um, I will be doing a little bit of offline work, and I do that on the Discord. There is a link down there. I do a live stream on there during the week. It's no set hours, just whenever I feel like it. Because we're going to have to bring in some more iron ore. So I am going to set that up. We did do the copper ore, but that was a quick and easy fix right there. And I do like how elegant that is, just to put it right on top of there. Not a problem. I'm happy with that. I actually am really happy with that. I might just do the power straight to there though, because that does look a little funky going down and then over. But we're okay with that. So, we did get, nope, let's decouple. Not do that. We did get the turbo power going, and I am extremely happy with that. Everything's looking great. I do need to color that, I will. And I do need to go back and do 4 holes all over the place, because I have them missing in multiple areas. That happens. But this is pretty cool. Think about it. We got oil pipelines from here going up to here, yeah, and being made into heavy oil residue, which goes in and makes fuel, which then is going up into here, which is making turbo fuel, and then back down all the way to here to make our power, which that's pretty cool. That's up, down. So we got basically 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, that's it for me. I'm signing off. Enjoy and have a great week.